Yo, it's your boy Harvey from Green Things. You know who it is. And yo, listen, today, episode, we're going to be talking about the flowering stage of the 420 plant, the flowering stage. You know what I'm saying? What is the flowering stage? The flowering stage is when you cut the lights off, 12 hours off, 12 hours on. Mimic the outside or whatever, 12 hour darkness. It triggers the flowering stage. You know what I'm saying? So that's when you start getting your fruits, you know what I'm saying, from your labor. You know what I'm saying? And so, the early stage of flowering, you know what I'm saying, is when is the plant do a stretching, you know what I'm saying? The first couple of weeks or whatever is when your plant stretch out. You know what I mean? So if you let your plants get close to the light, like say you use an LED, you can get plants 6 inches close to the light of using HPS or high pressure sodium. HPS or high pressure sodium. You gotta be like 18 inches from the top of the light. You know what I mean? From the light or whatever. You know what I mean? So if you grow your plants up, 18 inches, or just say you grow them maybe 24 inches from the light, maybe even 36 inches from the light. Depending on how big your plant is, it's going to double in size. It's going to stretch. So now you got to just pay attention to that, and knowing that when you start putting your plants into flowering or whatever, to make sure they not too close to the light. That you got that space for them to grow up and still not be too close to the light. If you running high pressure sodium, you get 12 inches from that light, you can burn in your tops. You know what I'm saying? Like 18 inches to like 24 inches. You should be from those lights, them 1,000-watt light bulbs, you know what I'm saying? Burn them tops. And then LED, you get LED lights really close. Using LED lights, you can get your plants really, really close. But you don't want to have it too where it's growing into the light. So in the flowering stage, remember, your plant usually double in size. So make sure that you have the adequate amount of space, you know what I'm saying, for your plants to be able to grow and stretch without burning your tops. You know what I mean? You understand each strand is different. I know sometimes the manufacturers tell us, or the breeders tell us that this is 60-dayer, this is an 8-weeker, this and that. Listen, everything varies. You know what I'm saying? Because they did it in 6 to 7 weeks doesn't mean yours is gonna be done in 6 to 7 weeks. Sometimes you can be done later, sometimes it can be done earlier, depending on what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? And it's all on the conditions of your room. It's all on the condition of the room. So your condition is different than theirs. That's why I tell people, if I give you a strand or whatever, you know what I'm saying, yours ain't gonna turn out looking like mine. It's gonna be similar, but your environment, everything you've done is totally different, so it's gonna make it come out totally different, a little different, you know what I mean? It might have the same flavor, you might tell like it's a good cousin or whatever, but you will know that it didn't come out the same garden, for sure, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you just gotta know that whenever the breeder tell you something, not to say that they're lying, but all conditions are different. You know what I'm saying? And then you just need a magnifying glass. Or if you want your plants to be more on the sativa side, you want it just to be milky with just a little bit of amber on the trichomes. You know what I'm saying? We get talking about harvest, you know what I'm saying, cutting down all that stuff later. But or if you want your plants to be well on the indica side, you're gonna want a lot of amber. So that's gonna take longer. Just because they said 8 weeks doesn't mean that. It could take you 9 weeks or 10 weeks to get the amber, to get the product to be where to your liking. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the flowering stage. 12 hours on, 12 hours off. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get adequate amount of CO2. You know what I mean? Because that's the time when the buds get thicker, CO2 increase your yield and everything. You know what I mean? We go over all that in class for sure. You know what I'm saying? So this is just an overview of what the flowering stage is. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if you like the information that I'm providing, that Green Things here is providing. If you like it, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? like, share, subscribe. You know what I mean? Send it off to somebody else so they can like the information, share the information. So if I'm giving you a wealth of knowledge, just do me a favor to keep this podcast going. Like, share, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's all I got for you today, talking about the flowering stage. You know what I'm saying? Then listen, I can get a little bit more deeper real quick. Let me go ahead and not cut it off. The flowering stage, and also you got to use certain nutrients in the flowering stage too. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna cut y'all off that quick just yet. Just yet, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit more nuggets. You know what I'm saying? So now in the flowering stage, this is where, like I said, you can start to produce your fruit. So in this stage, you switch your nutrients to your bloom nutrients. You know what I'm saying? So you go from your veg nutrients, now you go to your bloom nutrients, no more veg nutrients. Also notice, make sure your plants are healthy before you put them in the flower. Make sure that they are nice, healthy plants. Make sure they're not yellowing already, because that means they got a nitrogen deficiency already before it go into flowering. You know what I'm saying? So your nitrogen should last you throughout flowering. The plant stores up enough nitrogen to use it throughout the flowering stage. And if your plant's already yellow, that means you're going to deplete the nitrogen too fast. You know what I'm saying? So now you got to go add nitrogen or use the vegetative nutrients to grab enough nitrogen in your plants. No, don't do all that. Make sure you give your plants the adequate vegetation nutrients. Do not put your plants in flower when your plants are not healthy enough to go in flower, or if they are already turning yellow. You have to add some nitrogen, up your nutrients uptake, up the uptake to get your plants to be nice, healthy, and vibrant. So when they go in flower, they can perform. Here go a nugget for you guys. Some people use PK boosters. PK is nothing but potassium, phosphorus, and potassium is all it is. So listen, I'm gonna give a shout out to Raw Nutrient Company. I use their potassium and their phosphorus. I make my own PK booster. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all it is. So instead of going out buying all these different brands, I ain't knocking these brands because they be having other different nutrients in it or whatever the case may be. So I ain't knocking no brands. I just choose just to do it my way. And everybody gonna choose to do it their way. You know what I mean? So I add a little bit of phosphorus and a little bit of potassium. The phosphorus, you know what I'm saying, it gives the plant the energy. It gives the plant the energy to start producing the flowers, the bud, the flowers. You know what I'm saying? The potassium is just the health of the plant to keep everything in line, keep everything healthy. You know what I'm saying? So listen, as soon as you go in the flower, boom, hit it with that. You know what I'm saying? Hit it with that phosphorus and that potassium. You understand what I'm saying? And then that'll get your plants going to a great start into flowering. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good nugget. That's a great tip. You go get the PK booster if you like, but we all know what PK means. Phosphorus, potassium. You can create your own. You go buy the raw supplements of the phosphorus and the potassium. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got right now about the flowering stage. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Go to the website, www.greenerthings.com. Things with a Z.com. Sign up for the free newsletter and you'll get notified on up-to-date information about the 420 industry, up-to-date information about what's going on here at Greener Things, all the different events and everything. www.greenerthings, things with a Z.com. It's only free, y'all. Free. Sign up for the free newsletter. Again, like, share, subscribe. If you need to reach out to us, you can DM us. You can jump down the comments and let's talk about the flowering process or whatever the case may be. You might have a tip for somebody that you might want to add or whatever, but let's talk about it. You understand what I'm saying? This your boy RV, and I'm out. Peace.